my heart pounding in my chest. I almost made the old sea wall when my friends turned and watched me fall. I still smell the smoke, I can taste the mud as I lay there dying from a loss of blood. Say a prayer for peace for every fallen sun, and set my spirit free. Let me lay down.
It's August 17th, and you've tuned into the People's Patriot Project, WeP3 Weekly Debrief. Right now, you're listening to WeP3 Radio, proudly produced in partnership with Reach Across America Radio. Together, we share an issue. Remember the fallen, honor those who have served, and teach the future generations the value of freedom. The freedom not being secured for by the brave men and women who have worn our national uniform. Stay tuned for WeP3 Weekly Debrief. Now playing on WeP3 Radio, Scotty Hasty.
Say a prayer for peace for every daughter and every son.
Set our spirits free. Let us lay down our guns. Sweet Mother Mary, we're so tired, but we can't come home till the last shot's fired. Sweet Mother, till the last shot's fired. Let's all pray that someday soon the last shot will be fired.
Left, your left, hey. Left, right, your left. You got it.
Thank you for joining in today with Andrea Eichmann and Mark Peterson of the People's Patriot Project for this WeP3 Debrief. Find out what our crew has been working on to help support those who have given some and all to the pursuit of liberty and freedoms across Minnesota and the United States. Watch, listen, and support as we create the beacon of hope and opportunity in today's society that needs its heroes. Are you a veteran, first responder, or a patriot looking for a place to put your skill set, your thoughts, and or want to help continue the mission? You have come to the right place. We are the People's Patriot Project, and we want to be the shock and awe when it comes to meeting the needs of our veterans and first responders. We are dealing with a new enemy in today's world where the wounds are not always seen. We want to be part of this mission in saving lives and making a difference. Welcome to the WeP3 Debrief. Here's Andrea and Mark letting you know the mission. And as always, Patriot Pride.
Holy cow, there was a lot going on right there in that intro.
Mm.
Woohoo!
I just got 3 things to.
No, we're not doing that one.
Not doing that one?
That's for Sunday.
Oh, okay. Is there a different one for today? Frank, mute is on.
I'm awake.
They
got you up with that, didn't they, Frank? Did they do that at West Point?
No.
No. Huh.
Not that I recall.
Yeah. Well, you said you were at Fort Leonard Wood and that you heard Retreat, but I don't ever remember hearing Retreat when I was at Fort Leonard Wood.
Well, I went in 77.
Yeah, I know. Well, I went after you. I get that.
I mean, there was a lot of things that they were working through. That was like the second or third year of the all-volunteer Army.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's one of the coolest. I don't know. I
lived in a barracks, and all the toilets were all lined up, and you had to go across the street to take a shower, and it was the middle of winter.
Yeah.
That's a cold
I don't
walk
think
back.
there's a lot of folks that had the same experience that I had. Thank God.
I'm not arguing with you. I'm just saying I don't remember it.
No, that's what I'm saying. There was a lot of things that were different in a short time. It changed a lot. They were building the big modern barracks when I was there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they weren't so modern, but when I was there, just so you know.
The starships, they call them.
That's funny. They got old fast.
Do you know or do you remember a garbage incinerator there?
I had a guy that ate a lot of food.
Yeah. They had like literally 2 buildings away. There was a track, there was kind of an exercise field, and right next to it was a garbage incinerator. And talk about leaving stuff. Like there was dust in our billets. I mean, you get it everywhere. You get the little green sock monsters were everywhere. Little dust rabbits, I think they called them. And
dust bunnies.
Dust bunnies, yeah. This like big, like when you think there's 300 people worth of socks fuzz hanging around. We weren't allowed to wear boots in on the tile anywhere.
Oh, we wore ours all the time.
No, we had to put our boots on and off in the stairwell, which was a concrete stairwell. And I was just like, well, then I went to Fort Sill, and they weren't that updated. But I went to Fort Sill when my son graduated, and I got to, because I had prior service, I got to kind of go through the billets, and he was getting put into brand new billets. But I got to go through his AIT billet as well. And there was so much movement. There's so much movement through those spaces, and they allowed them to wear their boots in there. Literally bare pine in some spaces where they had worn the tiles completely through.
Yeah. Well, there's another thing I didn't have in common with a lot of folks, because I went to a naval base for my AIT.
Oh, that explains everything.
There was not a single drill sergeant to be found.
You don't even get let off the hook now, Frank. You know that,
And
right?
we had beer machines on every floor.
What?
Like Coke machines, but they were beer machines.
I can
I think
appreciate that.
like 50 cents for a can of beer.
And that's a weird piece. And I think we talked about this. So when I got stationed in Minnesota after my real Army service, and I got stationed in Minnesota on a gun crew, in the armory, they had a bar in the basement, and it was 75 cents. 75 cents, and there were 2 beer breaks a day. During the duty day, you got to go and I'm like, I look at them, and I was 19 at the time.
Yeah.
And they're like, nah, everyone's good. And I'm like, okay.
But it's only just a little 8-ounce.
Oh no, not true. Nice try.
It's not
nice
the
try.
VFW glass. No? Okay.
No, they were 40s. Just kidding.
Yeah, bull.
I had a guy in Germany when we got there. He came back from lunch and he was inebriated. And it's like, well, sir, the Germans all have beer at lunch. And I said, they've been drinking beer since they were knee-high to a grasshopper. And it's German beer. It's not like our beer. Now go upstairs, take a nap.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
My bougie little son, I made kind of a spread yesterday, but I'm on this kick for micheladas. Andrea makes me say it like that. There's several that pronounce it michelada, and then there's some they say michelada, and Andrea says you gotta say michelada, and I'm like,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, you just listen, Frank. We don't know what
I'm trying, but
we don't know what you're talking about half the time. We sit and listen, don't say anything.
A red beer. I don't know why you gotta think it's fancy like that. Fancy like.
Anyway, he can sit and drink the cerveza without, like, he doesn't put it in the refrigerator a lot of time.
Yep.
And I'm like,
that's Germany.
I was getting there. I was like, I'm a little bit more like princess than that. I need to have my beer cold. That's
well, I like mine cold, but you get used to it in Germany because they don't do that.
And he goes, Dad, they don't have cold beer in Germany. Yes, son. Yes, son. Good to see you, Brian Gibson. Good to see you. No, fun stuff.
Okay,
fun stuff.
But did you read any of the comments from all the Europeans that visited for the soccer stuff?
Oh yeah.
They love the cold beer. They love the cold beer.
And barbecue.
And you can get barbecue in your chips.
And one of the things I read.
Oh, did he freeze up this time?
Must be thinking.
We froze for a second.
Your face is frozen.
Hey.
One of the things I think you left off at.
Yeah, one of the things that we learned through all this is that people were saying that the Europeans and the other people that were in America during the U.S. Open was that they appreciated America more than certain groups that live in America do now. And I was just like, oops.
Sadly.
Oopsies.
Can we trade them?
Well, I think we've been trying to do that, Frank. I think we've been trying to make that work.
Trade.
Trade.
No one is
trade the visitors for the ones who don't like it. here.
I think they don't like it, and they're going to bitch and complain about it. But I think they're still going to stay. That's what I think's happening.
Yeah. Can't catch a break.
Can't catch it. Dun, 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 dun. Okay.
I'm totally stalling on a bunch of stuff because.
Why are you stalling? Let me talk
No,
about
I'm
that.
trying to load up a video. That's why.
Oh, okay. You keep loading that up. We got a little bit of time. Do you want me to? I can do the guest.
Yeah.
Part. Well, let me
I
do
won't
this.
be able to do the things.
Let me tell you. I got it. Almost one-man show here.
Oh my! No, you're not.
You know how easy it is to be a one-man show.
Yeah, you should try it.
I can do this shit in my sleep. Are you kidding me? All right. So let me just tell you about this is why we're here. First of all, we are the People's Patriot Project, and this is our weekly debrief where Peterson is debriefed, but nobody needs to know.
Oh, yikes.
Or is he just briefed only? I don't know what it is. Anyway, we're here. We have so much going on right now, you guys. I'm gonna have a heart attack before school starts because I'm trying to get it all done before I sit in the classroom all day long, only to go join the 7th grade volleyball girls at the end of that day. So here we are, Frank, Mark, me. We're going to talk about the last week. Obviously, we've talked about their lives since their concoction. I'm just kidding. I don't know what you started with because I wasn't really paying attention. But so we're going to talk about what we do to serve, to support, to be here for everybody. We're going to talk about what others do, and we'll probably focus mostly specifically just on our guests from last night. They were awesome last night. I got to say, if you don't like Devin's way of life, there's something wrong with you. That's what I'm going to say. First of all, that sounds like an amazing piece to take advantage of. He's up in Alaska. He's got his space. He can get to the people because they're there. He can stay away from the people because he's out he's in the valley, right? It was called the valley. I did look it up on the map. It's beautiful up there. I do want to say, first of all, thank you to Derek Iozio, the old godfather of the WeP3 group. Derek's got his own group. It's Catch-22 Peer Support. He's been doing peer support for, I think, since I've known him. And so he's got it down. He's got groups that he works with. He's got individuals that he reaches out to that end up joining the peer support group. It's an amazing thing. We've actually had a few people come through and be part of WeP3 that have come through those peer support groups. And then some of them become peer leaders as well. So thank you, Catch-22 Peer Support. Then we have got the Operation Texas Strong. A couple of our friends here, Peggy and Bobby Krutzinger. They're out of Weatherford, Texas. And what they do is they take used RVs, campers, things you can live in, fix them up if they need to be fixed up. And then they put homeless veterans in them. It was awesome. They're a ways out from Austin, but I just know that we've been to Austin. Austin had its own plan for homeless. This actually gives little homes to veterans. I think Austin's plan had them all in apartments or townhomes or something. So it's a good deal. These guys get a little bit of freedom. They're also starting their own campground. Gosh dang. Go Peggy and Bobby. You guys are amazing. Then we have got Business Growth Engine. By the way, these are our sponsors for the show, for the newsletter, for all things WeP3, not only support in financial support, they do a donation. So we talk about them big time, but they also have people that work with us. So we have Stephen Rainwater and Jonathan Wills, pretty darn close group that we work with once or twice a week. You know what? One is a board meeting, sometimes more than twice a week. And when we need something, they are amazing at the technology piece of businesses. And I will also share with you, not only are they doing this technology piece, websites, AI, what are those things called? CRMs, organizing things. it's amazing. We have Nelson on our team, and we love Nelson on our team. I hope Nelson is hearing that, because he sends me messages that aren't very nice sometimes, like it's a graveyard in here. Because sometimes I don't go on there, and he wants me to be busier. So we thank them, but also Steven's got a degree in marketing. Jonathan's got experience and education, like with finances, and he's got nonprofit experience, and I can't remember because they have so much experience and knowledge. It's amazing. So we don't brag on them at all, really, but there's that. We do that. And then I'm just going to throw out, because I got my, oh, shoot, I put it away. It's not right here. I was afraid my littles would mess with my temple massager, because I like to keep it right here next to my computer when I'm working. But we have Joe Mish. Dang it. Joe Mish. See, I think I say it wrong, and then when I look at it. We have Joe Mish with the temple massager. Let me get his information up here. And then we've got not the pictures in the old stuff. The temple massager.
It's in Studio 2.
Okay. I knew you'd help me out. What it does, you guys, is it just relieves all this tension up in your temples, and you can use it other places too. But we all know that there are a lot of nerve endings up there by our temples. If you just go to templemassager.com, and then it'll ask you for a discount code or to apply a code. WeP3 is the code, and it'll get you 20% off, which I found to pretty much cover like the shipping costs. So good flipping stuff there. Frank, are you drinking a beer? Root beer or beer? Oh, Coca-Cola beer. I loved when they started making beer. So let me tell you a little bit about our mission. So we are kind of the catch-all of support, the shock and awe, the what can we do for you? We want to get our claws into you, basically, and hold on to you. That's for people that need support, people that don't need support. I guess maybe I'm not clingy, so to say, but I do work on making relationships. It's my strength. It's like my first 5 strengths my first 4 all have to do with making relationships. And it fits perfectly with this, because that's what we do. We don't want to just send you a check and be like, here's a check for your rent. Let's take care of that. We want to get to know you. What else goes on in your world? What do you like? What do you dislike? It's a thing, you guys. So, and we know why you get to do this. I have a huge respect, because I did not serve country or community, but we do like to thank those service members that did, and those first responders that have committed their time, their sweat, their blood, limbs, family, and life to give us the freedoms that we have that allow us to do exactly this, right? Can you imagine somebody running around in one of those countries that's not so forgiving and being like, I need some donations. I need some donations to go help Bobby over here, because Bobby's got some stuff going on. And those, would it be like a capital? It would be a socialist country, right? That would be like, you get out of here, you're going to jail. I have a feeling. I don't know. I don't think I've been to any socialist countries, or that other big word. So that's what we do. We wear our green, which Peterson's representing right now, but it's known here along our name as well. We wear our green, so we won't go unseen. When I first started, Frank, I don't think I've shared this with you. When I first
got green on.
Is yours green or is it blue?
It's green.
Oh my gosh. I just had this discussion with a 4-year-old. She said her little pet dog toy was green, and I said it's yellow. I must see colors differently. But this green that we use, wow. Here, let me just put myself down here for a sec.
That's one of those neon greens. Where did she go now?
You can just. What are you doing?
Try to share the colors.
Oh, here, we got you covered. Just do this.
Put me on the ugly line. Okay. Look at that green. So I said to Peterson from the beginning, like, I'm always trying to tell him a lot, like what he wants to hear. But I was finally like, what is with the green? And we didn't know back then. It's pretty darn close to the mental health, right? The mental health green now. I'd like to say we had it first, but I don't know when they came along, so that wouldn't be fair. But also, if it doesn't catch your eye, you might be colorblind, or, black and white blind, maybe. Sean Dillard, it's good to see you. Oh my gosh, I swear your picture that comes with your name, I swear you just turned your head on that picture. I might have to take a nap. I don't know what's going on. I think we're doing good. Sean, we hope you're doing good.
Mark's doing good.
I think I could see better if I would drink. Oh my gosh, I gotta start using Mark's plan around here.
It was brought to me by my offspring. My army offspring that likes German beverages.
All I got is this dog laying here. I gotta teach him how to go fetch a drink. Good to hear, Sean. Plans are going well still. Oh wait.
The worst part about it is it's one that requires a key, and so I'm like, here I was all excited, and now I'm not so excited.
He's actually torturing you.
It is a torture.
I thought it was Miller Lite.
It's Mexican.
Oh, try a little. Try harder. You can get it.
Oh, you think not having a key is going to keep me out of it? Come on. Not going to happen.
Is that what you call it? You call it a key? I call it a bottle opener.
A real guy would take it off with his teeth.
That's right.
I was waiting for it. A
real guy that doesn't have perfect teeth. Yes.
Yeah.
John Dillard's with Orsum Odyssey, doing amazing things with his son Aiden. Awesome to see the work that they're doing and the commitment they have to helping others.
Do you know I was so excited about Sean Dillard? I invited him back like 2 weeks after he was on the show.
That was funny.
I told him then, I said, well, if I had seen Aiden's name, I wouldn't have mistaken it. And he's like, I know, Aiden gets all the attention. Sean, thanks for being nice.
It's really weird what teachers have in their desk. You know what this is one of those.
Yeah.
Maple puller.
They
or a beer opener.
They work perfect for. I should test the paper punch on my next one. See that one.
I don't know if that'll work.
How many staples do you use in your wall these days?
All right, Frank. You tested me. I got 2 here. They're both going to get.
Oh, I thought you were going to do it on the other end.
Sean, I think we just changed the direction our debrief is going.
I'm not sure.
I think. Are you going to go up and get food now and show us food at the Peterson house as well?
Oh my gosh! Do you guys? Okay, I want to say this stuff. I want to say this stuff, and then Frank will say, "I don't even know what you're talking about."
What crazy food are you eating now?
I made agua chiles yesterday, but I made agua chiles negro.
Chile.
Water chilies?
Yeah, water chili. Actually, that's funny, right?
That's what you want to call it, but basically it's a shrimp. You can just talk, and I'll wait till you're done.
Hey,
I'm just saying. I'm trying to figure out what you had.
It's basically a shrimp ceviche.
Oh, that's good.
With cucumbers. I put jalapenos in mine, but the negro typically comes in green, and it's not really black, but it's you use charred corn tortillas, and then you also put other like the soy sauce, Worcestershire sauce, Maggi, and then a salsa, which sauces and salsa. There's another black sauce you put in there, but I want to say it's called Bolero. Oh my gosh, I made a bucket of it, and it was crazy. Then I made this fried rice Hispanic type driven Spanish theme. I really wanted to find some good chorizo. Have you guys ever had the stuff in the tube, the red stuff that like is the consistency of oatmeal? Cannot stand that stuff. Will not eat that stuff. It is like a mush, whatever.
Well, you cook it up with eggs. It's great.
No, Frank, you're not right. You're not right. I would guzzle a bottle of Malort before I ate that stuff.
Well, sometimes you might have to.
So I found this. There's a local grocer here in Minnesota, and they have a meat brand in it called Five Brothers. So I got it, but you can't see the consistency of it. I'm like, I hope it's not that red stuff. I get it. It's not the red stuff, and it looks good. But I tasted it after I fried it up. Boring. It tastes like taco meat.
Yeah.
But it all worked out. I put shrimp, taco meat, pork, and beef in this stir fry. Threw my eggs in, all fresh vegetables. I grilled them. I wish what we could do is take like our phone and just like boop, here and it would bring up the pictures. It doesn't work that way, but I grilled all the vegetables before I grill roasted them before so they all got nice grill marks on it, and then I stir fried it, and it was the bomb. Chorizo is good, Sean. It is, but not that red stuff in the tube. Sorry. I will fight you on that. You take that on your boat when you go out there. You and Aiden eat some of that chorizo out there.
They probably would. It's
well, they wouldn't have to worry about an engine.
Boop, 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 boop. All right. Now that we talked about all the things that we never talk about and shouldn't talk about, but
no, we should talk about a little bit. Chorizo. All right. You want to talk about Mr. Whitmore? Because we had a cool guest last night. We had two amazing guests. Really, they were. It's funny how those little connections are made. Go ahead, tell us about Chris Whitmore.
Whitmore, yeah, we slaughtered his name every way we could last night. Papas and beer. Anything that has like Papa, and I think anything that has beer in it probably has good. I'm going to go off. My son claims, and I hold this accolade pretty dearly. My son claims I am the sausage king, because I think every culture in the world has a form of some kind of sausage or hot dog or something in like animal casing. And I think 98% of it is absolutely amazing good. You just got to decide if you're going to eat the long way or the short way. And that's the whole piece. And then my son claims to be the glizzy gobbler. I'm not really sure what that is. I do know what that is, but it makes it even funnier now. Miss Ramick, good to see you. Good to see you. But we had Chris Whitmore on last night. He is the author of Terror to Triumph. He wants to be out there and wants to be known as an author. His mission is to save as many lives as they go through the process of helping military members transition to daily life outside the military. He is a certified service officer. And okay, Sean, you're going to cause a problem. I'm talking about Chris right now. The saddest event in life here in Minnesota, there used to be a restaurant called Gastoff's. Absolutely one of the most awesome restaurants in the face of the earth. You would get platters as big as the county of Sherburne County here in Minnesota. It was $40, and I would get two of them, and it feeds a family of 5. But I would get 2 of them because it would have all the different gravies and all the different sausages and all the bratons and all the stuff between the two of them, and the smoked pork chops and stuff, and the crazy amazing pieces. Up here in Minnesota, there's a man named Bill Conkar, who was a police detective, who is a great brother of ours. He was the police liaison for our school, but he is a world-renowned accordion player, which I thought was the goofiest thing I ever knew when he first introduced himself to me. But no, he's like, go look up Bill Conkar Band. He's the dude. If you want to have an accordion guy, he's the guy. But I became really good friends with Mario, the owner of this German restaurant, and he wasn't German. That's the crazy part. Mario was
Sounds Italian.
It wasn't Italian. I can't think. He was Austrian, which, I mean, you can argue is German, but it is what it is. Oh, you had it up there. That's all this platter was with the. I'm coming, dude. I'm in. The potato croquettes, the remoulade, the wrapped up sauerbraten. I mean, there's strap on the food bag. And the thing is, I wasn't really appreciative of German food when I was a kid. When I became an adult, man, I shouldn't say this. I used to sneak over there because it was about 12 miles from the first high school I worked at. And I would go eat and not tell anyone I was going there to eat because it was that good. And
you ever have Kishka?
Well, I might, but that's in German, so I need
no, that's know. Polish.
Oh, Polish.
Blood sausage.
Oh,
absolutely. Yeah. There's a place here in Minnesota, world renowned. It's sausages. It's called Kramaziks. They're actually Ukrainian, but they do all the sausages of the world. You walk in, it's been on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. It's showcased on almost every NFL startup tailgate thing. They make special hot dogs for the Minnesota Twins. They do all this stuff. But you walk in there. My dad used to drive from Wyoming 1,000 miles away. He would bring a truckload of coolers with him, and he would take literally thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of sausages, blood sausage, Ukrainian brats, not worse, you name it, and he would go black market them out in Wyoming. And I mean, rest his soul.
Did you ever have chanina?
You're talking a different language, brother.
That used to be real. Now they make it different, but it's duck blood soup.
Well, how can we go to sausages to whatever you want to?
Well, blood sausage, blood soup. I mean,
last night you talked about gizzards and.
I love fried gizzards.
That's my love
favorite.
Gizzards too. I took Andrea up. Well, I didn't take her up there. We went to an event up in Walker, Minnesota, and there was a Legion up there that served gizzards. And I said, "Oh, Andrea, you got to try these." Yeah, I didn't. She did it, but it was with the snarl on her lip and everything like that.
He's such a good taster of things.
I love me a good gizzard every now and then.
A lot of people, when they look at fried gizzards, they think it's something else, but it's not.
Yeah, that's a process to get them to look like that.
All Rocky Mountain oysters are a different thing.
I'm a fiend. I love Rocky Mountain oysters. Now we're going through. Is this a cooking show? What's the deal, Frank?
I'm hungry. I ain't ate yet.
Okay. Well, we'll get there. So, can I get back to Chris, Sean?
Yes.
Sean and Frank. Can I go talk about our guest last night?
I insist.
You're a little ornery, so yeah, let's let him talk about this.
So, Chris Whittemore is a VSO also as well. I wrote it down. I'm having a brain fart.
What was it? What are you looking for?
I can't remember where Chris is from.
Oh, geez. I think I got it. Hang on.
Bad. So,
Converse,
right now,
Converse, Texas.
Oh, that's right. Middle Texas. You're right. Down right outside of El Paso. So he wants to help as many as he can with disability claims and other things that are taking advantage because of their service right now. Chris is working on getting more of his books out there, going through editing for the next Whispers book. And again, Frank, our in-house author, is kind of offered up his services to help give in the right direction. I'm super excited about his wife, Christina. She is a caregiver and support in his life, but she also does family therapy. She helps veterans with their stuff, supports. We're going to call it support because we don't fix, we don't, and our veterans and first responders are broken. So that's the other part. He's working on marketing to get the books and the word out there. Would rather re-enlist and deploy than manage the marketing world and what they're doing. I totally get that. He plans to get the word out there and share as much as he can. The goal is to reach all those he can, and we'll be there for as many people as possible. Chris just is a force to be reckoned with, and he's putting it all in between the pages. And yeah, we're excited, and I don't think we're going to lose track of what Sean and his wife, Chris and his wife are doing.
Yep. And then we had our musical guest for the night, and it was Devin Stewart. And my God, what a breath of fresh air. He was just a genuinely good person. And I really enjoyed having him on. He lives up in Alaska. And he talked about living up there and getting a little dog that would have to be watched after every time I went outside. But that's what folks do up there. I mean, they get used to things like that.
You want to get a miniature wiener.
Yeah.
Wiener dog, of course. I mean, that's.
Well, we're not going to talk about hot dogs again. And then he says he plays his music for fun, but it sounded like he's done some really neat stuff, like playing with a famous musician and doing other things that would kind of hint to me that he's a little bit more than just playing for fun, but he wants to just play for fun. And I think his music is probably good enough where that will change someday if he chooses. And he helps out a lot of veterans with music therapy and programs that support writing and singing, which is an important thing because we have so many veterans who have never played an instrument, and then they pick it up and they find out that they have this skill that they never knew they had. Like when I started writing books, I never knew I could write a book, but got to jump off and try something different every once in a while. And he was inspired by Tenacious D, and that's before they got kind of odd and weird, and Weird Al Yankovic. And boy, I'll tell you, what a odd couple that would be if you ever got them together. And Weird Al is because he wants people to hear songs that are like parodies and a little funny and not always sad songs. His family has a daughter who's 11 now, and we got the opportunity to meet her through the computer. And he's focused on being a good dad and giving her a good life. And I think that's commendable. His son is 21, and he feels he missed out on too much with his son because he was not around as much because of the things that he was working through. He also is hopeful that all he writes and shares will help at least one other person. And I can guarantee you that he already has. And he says that would make it amazing. And I think he's already reached out and touched some people, even though they might not have said so. And That's always a great thing.
I
And
absolutely. Oh, go ahead.
and he said that playing music is therapy for himself, and he deals with it. And getting together and playing music is something that brings him joy, and he hopes that that helps someone.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, Frank. Sorry
Well,
about
that's
that.
fine. I was rambling a little.
I absolutely loved his little story about Craig Morgan. It made me chuckle so funny because I would be that guy. I would totally be that guy. He's at an event up in Alaska, and someone said, well, we got this guy who's got some original music that wants to come on. They didn't necessarily state his name, and the guy gets on, and the guy looks at him and says, hey, can I borrow your guitar? And so Devin was like, yeah, you can borrow my guitar. And the first thing this artist does is starts going at and tuning up his guitar. And of course, Devin's getting all feisty about, oh yeah, go ahead and F up my tuning. It's already tuned up, dude. You probably don't even know what you're doing. And he's like kind of bad mouthing the guy.
Well, he said he was mic'd.
He what?
He said he was mic'd.
Right, but he's bad mouthing him at the same time, and so it's like, so the guy starts playing the song, and Devin's like, "Oh, I thought this guy was going to play originals. This is a song I listen to all the time on the radio." And so Craig Morgan walks up to him after he goes, "You thought I was faking it. You didn't think I was real." And then he realized that, for legit, it was Craig Morgan at the event, and I'm like, that is absolutely hilarious, and that I'd totally do that. Sadly, I know what being hot mic'd is all about. I got hot mic'd in Nashville at an event. Didn't realize my mic was hot, and I may not have been saying some of the nicest things about. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't terrible, but we had asked all of our artists to come up and do 3 original songs, and one of the artists decided that they were going to play, what was it? Hotel California, from the hip. Never played it before, with a band she never played it before with, and I just I made the comment, oh, it's karaoke night at the Bold Patriot, and that didn't realize that was being mic'd out to everyone. And they broke the rules, folks. They broke the rules. All right.
Well,
what next?
3 songs.
The songs, yeah, that you're all,
Yeah.
or that you're saying.
Yeah, the first one was called "Sleeping Ain't So Easy," and he says, a lot of times when we live and we're busy, the real life is much different sleeping than awake. And when you fall asleep, it's easy, not so easy to control what goes through your mind, and it affects how much you sleep and how you start off the next day. And so, especially veterans who have things on their mind and are working through stuff. So a lot of folks don't realize for veterans, first responders, and other folks, sleeping is not an easy thing. And his second song was called War Song. And it's about the Army and about all the things, mostly the not so awesome things that go on all around you when you're deployed and away from home. And that's a really strong song, because people who haven't served don't really understand all the things that happen when you're deployed. And so that's an important song as well. And song 3 was called "The No Name to This Song." It's a song about having the need to call 988 number and being in that space. Not his favorite time, but definitely a look back at the necessity of all of it and pulling yourself away from the edge of the pit. So it would be better if it had a name. Someday he'll put a name on it, and you'll find something that fits and makes it a great song to remember.
And he did it live. He did his songs live last night because he's not looking to be a music star of any sort. So he doesn't have them all recorded in any fancy way. And so that, number one, takes guts. And number two, some of the guitar got lost a little bit, but his voice carried it. He's got a great voice. And then he all the tune and tone was in there as it should have been. It's hard to play online.
Super talented. And we actually have a special gift today. We'll close out the show. We have his song October that he does have recorded. He sent it to me today. And this is a song that's up. It was up for a 2024 National Veterans Creative Arts Award, and he won with it. So super excited about it. Super excited to hear you guys, or let you guys hear it. And we're going to get it up on WeP3 Radio immediately as well. And that was last night's show. If you missed it, check it out on YouTube. We had amazing guests, Chris Whittemore and Devin Stewart. We have a whole plethora of stuff that WeP3 Minnesota is working on. There are people all over the country doing things to help support the mission of the People's Patriot Project. We have a direct chapter down in Louisiana. We have Frank's out in West by God, Virginia. I'll never say West Virginia ever again in my life. When I'll say, what are the states? West by God, Virginia, because that's what Frank says. I'm
going to send you a bottle of moonshine.
We've got people in Texas. We got people in Nashville. We got people in Georgia. We got people everywhere. And we're working on something that shows that representation. Hopefully there are people that are going to take the mission by the straps and say, hey, let's grow and build and make the beacon seen and the green not unseen. So,
well, I'm working on something right now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to save a memorial site in the Philippines where 139 soldiers were executed in December of 1944. The mayor of the city there wants to put up an amphitheater on the site where that massacre happened. So I'm getting some real heavy hitters involved, and hopefully we'll be able to weigh in and change their mind.
Wow. Yeah.
They burned them alive.
All is not fun in war.
No. And the cultural side with the Japanese at that time, they believed surrender was dishonorable, and so all the POWs were treated poorly.
Craziness.
That's ugly. That is ugly. I was super excited. I went, our winery in town has music quite often. And because Chet, the owner, is a veteran, I don't know that he seeks out, but he finds a lot of former service people that play music. And they were from Chisago City area, which is northeast of St. Paul. But so one was a Navy veteran. The other is the son of a Japanese World War II veteran. And we had a guest. We had Mitch Mackey on. Oh, shoot, I forgot the name of the website, though. Here it is. Nope. Shoot. I had pulled up and I had so many tabs open, but he shared, and of course I love this stuff. He shared about so his dad's they got sent to Italy to fight the Germans because they didn't trust them to fight against the Japanese anywhere. And so while his dad was gone, his mom was put in an internment camp. It's just a crazy story. Just all of it is just so, yet his dad was so proud of his service. And they're a very famous unit. Oh my gosh, I'm going to find it. But it's just crazy. It's just crazy how amazing their pride and their desire, not just because they are Americans and like, I don't think it's a sense of like, oh, I'll show you. I think it's a sense of we're going to do what's right. And we want to do this because we're not proud of what they're doing. And just a cool story to hear from the child who grew up with that history. So, yeah. Pretty cool. And they were music. They were like, it was so cool. It was like the Josh Garrett band almost with a little bit of Beach Boys in there. They just did everything. But so it was a duo. But now he'll be on his own because the other guy's retiring and moving to Arizona. The Navy guy is retiring and moving to Arizona. But very talented, very calm demeanor, great stories to go with all of it. In I don't know what it is. This life attracts the relaxation and healing in music. I believe that's what it is.
Do you want to go through all the other things that Minnesota's working on, or
do you want me to? Oh wow, we got a lot, right? I talked about this before. We did a monthly muster. We're gonna try every month, which I'm trying to get. Is he there? Is Steven around? Because I'm trying to get Peterson's son to be kind of in charge of this. I'll text him later. And then we did firearms and safety classes with Johnny Holiday. He also does CPR. Now that I realize how long it's been that I've lapsed my training, I'm going to try to get in with Johnny on one of those classes. I was on Facebook the other day on my town, my little tiny town out here, on the community page. Someone asked, "Hey, does anyone know where I can renew my carry and conceal?" And there were people talking about Johnny Holiday on there. So every time someone mentioned it, I'm like, yes, go see Johnny. He's amazing. That tickled me a little bit. Then on October 3rd, at Post 6587 up here in Spring Lake Park, the Krause Hardig VFW. I just had a long conversation with Julie today. She and Jackie are planning this. Am I getting feedback?
That's me. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. They're planning this fall market, but we're trying to turn it into kind of like a jubilee where it becomes like a silent auction and maybe a couple raffles, some music. So it's gotten bigger than they expected. So I think it's going to be really fun. And then on the 24th, October 24th, here in my little town, Hastings, that our winery that I was just talking about, Alexis Bailey, we are doing a rock. I just heard back from some people today. I'm pretty excited. We'll have an event. It's almost ready to post on Facebook with a sign-up sheet. So, hey, Minnesota peeps, hashtag Minnesota. I'm going to be sending out your registration forms here very shortly. You guys always reads across America. I just checked. We're at like 2,600 reads here at Fort Snelling. There are some cemeteries, national cemeteries, that have a lot more, and there are some that I don't know if they just haven't reported yet. So I think that there's a lot going on with that. We're not thinking. I mean, Jonathan Crochet And Raquel and Dylan down there in Louisiana, they're experiencing the melting temperatures. So I don't think there's any thought about a wreath in December right now. We also have our radio station, WeP3 Radio. It's easy, WeP3 Radio. Go on any browser, type it in. It'll bring up the radio station, and you will be able to listen to music written, sung, and prepared and produced by veterans. Not all of that for every single song, but at least one part of it in each song. We did not go with like what we would call PATRIOT players. Those are the supporters. That would be like me. Like I did not serve, but if I made music, because I'm very supportive of, I'm trying to think of who. Did Coffee Anderson serve?
No.
No, so Coffee Anderson, right? You'd be so yeah, we will have more coming up with that. We're looking for the right person to put in there to be managing more of that so that you can listen to this on the radio. You can listen to power hours, so to say, all kinds of cool stuff coming up with that. And next week on Sunday, we got your 6 at 6, which is 1800 Central Time. We got Josh Davis, busy guy, but super excited to meet Josh Davis, hear his music, hear about his service if he wants to share that. And then Kevin Lombardo, look at this. This is going to be my dude. I don't know if you guys know this. This is going to be my dude. Boots to Beaches, because heroes deserve it. And look at honor, restore, and reconnect. Perfect. It is perfect. So next Sunday, this coming Sunday, just share, tune in, go check out our YouTube, subscribe, please, and like. We got a big bump. We got like 40 more subscribers in the last. Oh, apparently I was reading about how to get rid of spurge weed. I don't know. Oh, I did click on
rid of what?
It's a weed. It's not. I don't think it's. I haven't read it. I didn't mean to click on it. Spurge.
Can we even talk like that on the show?
Spurge, like surge, but with a P.
We don't talk politics, Eichmann.
All the politics right out there on my front lawn.
The Hastings Spurge down there. That's the.
It is. It's. They want you to read the label before you spray. I don't know.
I gotta look this up. I gotta look this. Will I get flagged if I look this up? And
you won't get. I don't even know. I must have just clicked on it when I was swapping screens. Woofta. Yep.
Well, we all jabbered out.
That's too much. That was yes.
All right. We got the amazing first time viewed. We have the amazing Devin Stewart with October. We'll see you this next coming Sunday. We got your 6 at 6. Go check your 6 and go live the life you deserve. Patriot Pride.
Well, I've been hurting, can't make it go away. Just a broken man who understands the things I used to say don't mean anything. 'Cause I never followed through and now it's over. I try to smile, look people in the eyes. Can't tell that I've been crying, 'cause I don't wanna die. But I've made mistakes and I can't take it back, and I won't make it till October. 'Cause when it's getting colder, I remember everything I've lost. Part of me still overseas, breathing heavy, I can't make it stop. Now I'm standing on the bridge, looking down into the water, 1 foot on the edge, screaming sorry to my daughter. I don't want to live a life when I hurt so bad inside. Someone tell this soldier where to go, 'cause the water looks so damn cold. I tried drinking so dreams will go away. I'm not perfect or worth it,
I wish that I could change places with a couple men that I saw fall. Oh, I'm not a hero. I've tried therapy, had somebody stare at me, took medication. My situation is not guaranteed to have a happy ending. I'm pretending to keep it above zero. Now I'm standing on the bridge, looking down into the water. 1 foot on the edge, screaming sorry to my daughter. I don't want to live a life when I hurt so bad inside. Someone tell the soldier where to go, 'cause the water looks so damn cold. And I know that I should just pick up the phone, but all I've ever known is suck it up and do this on my own. I am not a number, and 22 is bad, but damn, I miss my brothers and I'm always feeling sad. Could someone help me make it to October? 'Cause I'm standing on the bridge, looking down into the water. 1 foot on the edge, I'm screaming sorry to my daughter. I don't want to live a life when I hurt so bad inside. Someone tell the soldier where to go, 'cause the water looks so damn cold.